True Edge is spawning in the top right. He's our red Zerg player from Team Bear Sloths. And at the bottom left, we have the green Protoss player from All Inspiration. It is Purge.
So it's going to be interesting to see what True Edge and Perch decide to do. Because unfortunately, one of these two awesome players who qualified from the 6 qualifiers, was it?
Well, there was 3 North American qualifiers, so I mean, there was like
That's
a bunch of qualifiers total.
6-ish. 6-ish,
Yeah.
because there's the 3 North American. Anyway, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh wow. All right. So we have an 8 pool coming down from True Edge. It is getting cheesy in here, and it is sharp. Although we do have a very early, well, not very early, but somewhat early probe scout coming from Purge. He should be able to see this, I think. Which wouldn't it be funny if he just cannons? But that doesn't look like it's happening because there's no force.
It almost looks like Purge wants to either go Nexus first or a super late Forge.
Which
and now
like
alarm bells are going off in his head.
He now knows what's happening. He has seen this, and he can try to prepare. He's still throwing down the Forge. So I think he's going to try to just wall and make cannons.
Yeah.
Seems like a very solid play against an 8.
It's going to be rough. Because he needs a gateway, but then there's still that sliver of hole that a probe's going to have to use to fill the gap. But it's going to be rough.
I don't know. I mean, okay, so the things are popping out now. He can.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to gateway, and no, he's going to be able to just throw down the cannon. He will be able to make a complete wall if he needs to.
Yeah, but where's he putting this?
He's going to. What's he doing? All right. Okay. So he's going to throw down a pylon there. Another pylon.
It's actually a cannon.
Yep. No, but cannon. But I think he's like, is he really going to just have the probe on hold position?
I think he's got. I don't think that probe's on hold position. Yeah.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, it's trapped and dead, but it did wind up making the pylon eventually.
Yeah. It did its job.
And his gateway is finishing up, so I think we can expect. There's been no gas, so we'll see a zealot pop out of it. When he's going to production, and he holds it and he cancels that pylon, so he doesn't actually wall himself in. Very well held from Purge, and True Edge is going back into droning.
True Edge also has gas being mined right now. This could just be a massive speeding flood.
It could.
If Purge is not careful.
And he throws down his hatchery and his natural now. So he does still have these 6 Zerglings here. Well, one's going away to, I assume, the tower. But no, doesn't look like it. Oh, he's going to go to the tower. So he's got 5 Zerglings here outside of the natural expansion of Purge. And I don't know what he plans to do with them. Probably nothing. Just kind of keep an eye on front of the base.
Yeah, poke and see what all is getting made. See if and when that +1 ground weapon starts.
Mm-hmm.
Purge has to be careful. He does have the probe out there at the Zalaga Tower. At some point, that probe's going to have to become Man of Steel and come in here and find out what True Edge is doing before it's too late. Because if you look right now, it's just 1 zealot and 1 cannon. No mothership core again for Purge. We saw this when he played Ninkazi. He forgot the mothership core. If he forgets it against Zerg, it's even worse. Because speedlings don't mess around.
No, they don't. Although, and we've got speed coming, and we've got the first. There's the other queen. So he's going to have both his queens, and he's going to have all the larvae in the world by the time that speed finishes. I think, so actually it should time out so that when speed finishes, his first larva inject will be just finishing, or at least have just finished a few seconds beforehand.
Right.
So it's looking really solid, I think, for True Edge to make a push for this. Although now he's got the sentry, so he could force field for a while.
Well, he's only got 1 sentry though. That's 1 force field.
He's getting a layer on his natural.
Oh.
That is a really awkward layer. And Roach Warren coming down.
Dear True Edge, what are you doing there?
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
Here comes True Edge's Fat Phoenix Overlord coming in again. Sees the Robo and the second and third gateway. Gets thrown down just in the face of the Overlord.
is he
Um,
gonna?
I don't think he's going to cancel him.
Man,
Um, oh,
literally no idea what this layer
did you
is
see
for.
True Edge? See True Edge is the third base yet?
Oh no, I know what the layer's for.
Oh, you
Burrow
do?
move roaches.
Burrow movement roaches, really?
I think so because it wouldn't make sense for him to be getting a spire because he's just threw down the roach warren. It's not so he can get his upgrades. He's just now putting down his first Evo chamber, and I think
There's
he's
no.
gonna try to do
There's the
some.
Burrow
Yep, there's the burrow,
and a
and it
Hydra
might
Den.
not be burrow move. It's at least burrow, but okay, Hydra Den. So probably not burrow move, but burrow.
Right. So,
Oh,
so
okay, and
again,
here did
now
I
you
miss
caught
this?
it.
Did you miss this? Yeah, the
So
hatchery is
it's funny. It's like, so how about that True Edge's third base, and you go off on a tangent on Burrow and
sorry.
Roaches? Man,
I'm sorry. I missed it. I was just trying to think what the layer was for, and then I finally realized it as you said that, and yeah, it's gonna.
Soul Train,
He's going for.
the Immortal Sentry all in is what it's starting to look like here.
Yeah, but it's looking like definitely Immortal Sentry for Purge, which he has no idea about that third. He hasn't even seen Truage's natural. He doesn't have any clue what this man is doing, and I
Uh,
think it'll catch him severely by surprise.
he's getting ready to
All right,
get this wake up call. This probe.
Truage sees the sentries, and I'm pretty sure that the Immortals were in range vision of the Zerglings as well.
Purge saw the drones going to that gold base right now. So it's going to be interesting to see. With Hydras coming out, Hydra's a great response to this. If there's not a lot of zealots, Hydras are almost perfect. It's going to come down to the actual engagement. He hasn't gotten Hydra range, has he? Or Hydra speed off creep, has he?
No, he hasn't gotten any upgrades from that Hydros.
Oh no! And a
He hasn't
quick.
gotten any upgrade. Right, so he's
There's.
starting right now.
But what's going to be weird is I don't like this infestation pit.
I don't like it either.
The
But
swarm hosts aren't going
Truage
to do you
still
any
hasn't
good.
seen this third. Wait, no, he's seen the creep. He knows it's there. He's seen the creep, or at least he should know it's there.
He's seen the creep, and he did see a Hydra come from that direction. So it's one of those. I feel like Truich needs some roaches, just to tank, because he's got a lot of DPS in this army. Oh no, he's Purge can strike now and completely force field True Edge out.
Can, but
Oh,
those I just kind of
those-
caught off guard. The
didn't
Zerglings
shoot.
need to get in there.
that was huge. That was a humongous win for Purge. All those Hydras. The Hydras are what makes this push scary. For
A lot more stalkers. He just more than doubled the amount of stalkers he had in his army. So I mean, these Hydros are good, but so is Guardian's Shield, and
Yeah, oh.
frankly, so are stalkers. I mean,
Hydras are good, but I mean, that was such a great engagement for Purge. I just don't know what happened. I are confused. I don't know how how these Hydras did it.
well, they did it from. Oh, and he's still got a bunch more about to pop out, which
Yeah, it's just
the warp prism is still there, so he's still warping in all these stalkers. So it's not held yet, but it's not killing him yet.
we're almost to the point where it's about to kill him.
And at this point, honestly, I think that the decision for the taking, I think what lost Truage the game was taking Purge's gold base as his third, because when it came time to defend, you could not march the Hydralisks across the map fast enough.
I I don't know. I mean, I feel like it was a good play. I feel like if you
Yep.
if you would have taken the third base when he was making all the speedlings and all the hydras, if you would have gotten hydra speed off creep first, he could have kept True Edge or Purge on his side of the map. I mean, because if
Hmm.
you've got Speedlings and Fastras running around, I mean, what can you do? I mean, you can't just sit here and just move out because
Right.
if you move out off the ramp, you're surrounded.
Right. And another thing, like I think the idea to take the hatchery was good. He didn't use it correctly. He should
Right.
have been being very aggressive with that. He had all these zerglings and stuff. He could have been harassing the. He should have been poking the wall. He should have been trying to wait for
Mhm.
Protoss to move out and then just immediately surround that army. But he
Right.
didn't do that. He just kind of played a little passively.
Right. I feel like True Edge needed to have both watchtowers. If you had both watchtowers, he could have saw the army come up
And
past
then
the.
he could have flanked. Yeah.
Yeah. It just it's just a vision game is what it comes down to. So getting ready for game two between Purge and True Edge. Yeah, on Expedition Lost. We haven't seen this
Yeah.
one since the first series.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I
anyway,
think it was the first map actually of the night. So, spawning in the upper right hand corner, we have our red Zerg down 0-1. We have Team Bear Sloth's Truage. And then spawning in the bottom left, we have Purge, who is one win away from advancing to duke it out with Nkazi.
for the
All
final spot.
inspirations Purge.
Yeah, unfortunately, True Edge is on his last life. Almost. He's got. If he drops this map, unfortunately, he is eliminated from the CSL and he has to requalify next season. Um, but I've got a feeling just by the way he played last game, if he just executes a few minor things differently, it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like with this map, it is a bit easier to see the. I'm just gonna go run with game one for example, the Immortal Sentry all in. It's a lot easier to see it, a lot easier to surround it
yeah,
on Expedition Lost than it is on Overgrowth. Because on Overgrowth, you just got all the weird stuff in the center of the map that you just can't really get the true full surround. Unlike here on Expedition Lost, you could get a decent surround. But Pylon on the low ground smells like a Nexus First to me.
it does. Which the probe is going out there and it is getting ready and it's rallied and yep, it's going to be Nexus first.
Oh, can the
And
drone? Can the,
we had a pool for
oh,
oh okay,
sneaky!
man.
That sneaky probe you.
So he doesn't know yet. I mean, he could probably suspect it based on looking around the base, but he doesn't know yet.
Yeah,
Um,
he's gonna get the confirmation scout here in just a
yeah,
second.
yep. And we had just a safe pool first, then into hatchery from True Edge, but nothing aggressive, nothing cheesy. So um, so Purge wins the opening, but
Yeah,
this is Nexus First is very solid against this
this opener
15.
that True Edge did. Um, I would love to see for I would see True Edge go on to take his third base. Now he knows that it's a Nexus First. There's the gateway's just now finishing. His spawning pool is already open. Let's or open. Already on.
The
Let's
wall
run
on this one is so awkward looking for
that.
Protoss.
That is so awkward. But proxy hatch
Proxy
in
hatch
the
again, but the probe knows it's there. He is pulling 5 more probes, so he's going to have 6 probes DPSing this down. Should be good. It should force the cancel, I'm pretty sure. Um, but that's a lot of lost mining time.
he's got 6 probes is the ideal one. Is ideal for dealing with the proxy hatch. Anything less than that, you just don't.
It'll kill it, and he doesn't waste more mining time than he needs
Right.
to.
So we have another quick burrow coming out of True Edge with the roach
Yeah,
warren.
this one is much quicker. much quicker.
Trudge, but he needs to get a cancel on that hatch. He can't afford to lose that 300 minerals.
He canceled it.
There it
Okay.
is.
And oh no, the sentry's there. The drone will not be able to escape. It might think it can, but it's not making it. He should block.
He could mineral walk it.
Oh yeah, he could mineral walk it. Yeah.
You know, be one of those YOLO drones and just mineral walk underneath the sentry.
He's gonna try to hatch again. No,
I think so. No, he doesn't have he's thinking about it. He just doesn't have the money for it.
we can see that he doesn't have the money for it, but Purge cannot see that. So he's probably nagging in the back of his mind. Might be scaring him a little bit, maybe distracting him. We've got a couple more gateways, 4 more gateways being thrown down for Purge here. And, oh man, this lucky drone does see all of that. Well, he does not see gates 5 and 6. Oh, he does see 5. Okay.
You know, that probe is singing the Aretha Franklin song, I Will Survive, the entire time. And this zealot's like, I hate that song.
It went down to 1, and now it's regenerating HP again.
Yeah. I can just see this, you know, drone walking around like a big old 80s boombox on his shoulder going, I will survive. No. Purge says, get that crap out of here.
Game over.
But in other news, this pushes the front from Truedge.
Yeah, Truedge has 34 army supply here. He's got a lot to take this down, and that sentry is not in position to do much. I mean, it can force field the spot, but okay, he's warping in a bunch of stalkers now, so he's gonna have stuff to defend, but it's not a ton. And they're not in the right spot. He's been expecting this push in the front, and Truedge is going around to the back.
Yeah, Purge sees it too. He sees it with his gateways, but he's just not reacting to it.
Well, he can't. He had to wait for his warps to be ready. He just chrono boosted all of his warp gates.
Oh man, this is
warping into the front. He didn't warp into his middle line to defend or anything. He warped into completely wrong station.
Yeah, I just think this just caught him with his pants down. Purge wasn't paying attention. He saw the rocks being attacked by his gateway sitting right there. Mm-hmm. I just don't know. But even still, Purge is not going to be able to stabilize off of this at all. The force fields are too late.
Even if he were to kill this entire force, there's like another 30 Zerglings running across the map.
Yeah, and he's already lost 14 probes.
And he's not mining any gas at all. So he can only make zealots.
Yeah.
Which, while they're good against Zerglings, they are not good against these roaches.
Yeah. Let's see Truedge just start burrowing his injured roaches. And here come the boys.
Yeah, burrow, that's right.
Here comes the boys to help fight off the roaches.
Get that full surround on that roach, and
yeah.
Oh, but the roach makes it out.
The roach survived.
Not that one though.
No. Curse Splat goes the roach.
Yeah.
Purge has got a little bit of a roach infestation in his main.
Purge. We're gonna see GG come down any moment now. There it is. Alright. Game 2 goes to Truedge, and for the first time tonight, we will be seeing a Game 3.
That we shall. Our first Game 3 of the night. But Truedge played it out flawlessly.
What made you want players for your car?
He just
Sorry.
These departments.
So yeah, Game 3 is going to be on Vani Research Station. It's, in my opinion, it's actually a pretty weird map.
it can be
and
weird.
We're just a moment before we get into the game. Truedge needs a moment, it looks like. But so what do you think about the map? About your games with it? Oh, looks like Kyle was talking to someone. So okay, I guess I'll talk about it. My games on the map. There's a lot of airspace. I'm thinking of, I'm thinking of the right map.
Sorry
Okay,
about
yeah,
that.
there's airspace, and
There
so
is, but there's not a lot
uh,
of airspace.
yeah,
Um,
between the bases there is,
between the
isn't it?
bases, yeah, but there's not a lot behind the bases. So mutas
Oh, there's some
aren't really the
aggressive
greatest.
airspace. Um, so it's
It's interesting. It's more.
yeah,
I think it's more of a Roach Hydra Viper map than anything else. It's going to be interesting to
like
see where True Edge decides to actually take his natural. If he takes the safe in base, or if he takes the outside base to start pushing his creep toward uh, Purge.
right. I think with the close airspace, though, like you said, there's not a lot of space behind the bases, so mutalisks aren't very good. They can't just, uh, dive in and out. But I think we're likely to see an Oracle from Purge. I think we're likely to see an Oracle or Phoenixes or some kind of Stargate opening.
Yeah,
Um,
Stargate's a huge possibility. I still feel like Phoenix openers have fallen out of popularity, but they're still extremely viable.
right.
Because most Zergs, you stop and look at it, it's like, oh, there's hardly ever Stargates. You don't make the spore crawlers anymore. You can get the surprise and all of a sudden wipe out overlords, queens, drones all over the place and start setting the Zerg behind.
Right.
But
Although, also, I think we're gonna be it'll be likely to see maybe some greedy openings too, due to the in-base natural. But spawning in the north base, we have our red Zerg player, um, Team Bears lost Truage, and then spawning in the bottom base, the south base, we have our green Protoss player, All Inspirations Purge. The winner of this match will go on to play in Kazi. The loser, however, will be knocked out of the Chobo Star League entirely. So it is a
unfortunately,
pretty big game for them right now.
it's one of those. This is pretty much this is their Super Bowl now. You made it through the divisional round, the conference finals, and now here you are in the Super Bowl. This game pretty much determines whether you move on or you go home.
And
At
then
this
at that
point,
point, every game from this point on is another Super Bowl.
yeah.
It's scary.
Okay, I guess Super Bowl is kind of a bad analogy. Let's want to say it's the NCAA tournament. You win, you move on. You lose,
Yeah.
you go home.
No, I mean I think it's all right. Though. Like in this scenario, this game is a Super Bowl.
Very much so.
You need to win it. This drone is getting a lot of scouting done. I think Truage was a little bit afraid of, as I said, some Oracle
Proxy
stuff.
anything.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's going to be interesting to see where True Edge is just being safe, just opening up pool first. It's going to be interesting to see where he does decide to take his natural. Like I said, me personally, I would prefer the outside base natural, because then not only do you get your creep pushed
Zerg.
out sooner. Yeah, as Zerg, I prefer to take it outside. Start getting the creep to push out, but then your third base is safe. A safe, easy to secure third base. I mean,
and
it's
even
but True Edge just goes meh. Don't care. Proxy hatch
Aw, man.
next to the Nexus.
that was his proxy hat.
Man,
He wants to make it work.
I mean, and it's not even being scouted. Oh, there's
Oh,
the probe.
It is now,
Yeah,
and he's pull some more. He hasn't pulled any more yet.
I don't think he's realized it yet. There he goes.
Pulls one now.
Yeah, he pulls 6 more, so it's gonna be a 7 total.
Which is it gonna kill it?
With this far along, he could let it finish.
He could let it finish, and that'll. I mean, the creep spread, but like that's not gonna do a ton, I guess.
No, but you think there will be Zerglings in the main at this early stage with the gateway just now finishing. Any amount of Zerg units will be kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. Um, gas is being mined for Purge and True Edge, but the Roach Warren comes down.
So he's gonna let it finish. Like, yep, it finishes. And he's got that. So he's gonna make. Yep, he's making Zerglings with it.
I feel like if he did not make the Zergling, he could have made a queen and pooped out a creep tumor. And started
no, the
really.
The queen would not have finished. It would have.
It would have been close.
It would have died. So he's got 4 Zerglings out of it, and the Dronelings. I didn't even think about the Dronelings, because those probes are in trouble.
Yeah, they are. There would have been 2 probes lost, 3 probes lost, which is huge at this stage of the game.
A ton of mining time.
Yeah, no.
He's got to get these Zerglings moving. But
yeah. There's.
So he's researching Burrow again. It looks like he's going to try to go for a similar push as the last game.
Oh man,
or why not do it again?
Exactly. That final egg is a roach inside Purge's base.
With only a zealot. I mean, only a zealot around there. There's a stalker that's moving across now, but...
Yeah, that roach is going to have a field day with these probes.
Oh, no, attack the probes, Roach. There you go.
But, I mean, True Edge is still droning. Needs to get his rally set to saturate his natural. He's only got 1 queen, which really hurts. Man, that roach is just... There's the burrow.
Oh, yeah. There's the burrow. That's perfect.
Purge at least does have his robo facility on the way.
It's coming, but that observer is still a ways off.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's no pro movement, though.
If he tries to do... Sorry, go.
Oh, it's fine. But that roach can't really do anything. He can pop up and spit on some probes some more. But without roach movement, he can't really go anywhere. I mean, Purge knew that the roach was still there. I don't know why he pulled the stalker and the zealot away. But Purge just walled himself in his base completely. He can't get out of his base. The 2 pylons there have got him walled in securely.
Oh, they do. So, although, while that is, kind of bad, I think if Truage were to do an aggressive push like he did in the last game, with the flood of lings and stuff, it might not be as effective because he doesn't have a back door that he can go into. But at the same time, okay, and there's the observer.
Yeah.
He can get another. Yeah, it's dead. He did get another probe out of it. So far, he's killed 6 probes.
That is huge.
So he killed 3 at first, and then he killed another 3 with that roach. And his 3rd base is getting close to halfway done. So he's not doing that aggressive push. It looks like he's going to try to transition into just a regular Roach Hydra game, which he's gotten a lot of harassment done, but he actually is behind in supply.
Yeah, not by much though. I mean, he's just now securely taken the worker lead. Even with killing those 6 probes, he was still behind on drones for what seemed like an eternity. True Edge doesn't know that the Robo Bay or the Robo facility is there at all. This could be a really bad wake up call if and when Purge decides to bust open the door and go marching across map.
Right. Which it's got some Zerglings running across, but I think they're more for the purpose of scouting.
Yeah. But we just never. The question is how many Immortals is Purge going to stop with? Is he going to go to 2? He can go anywhere up to 5. I've seen Immortal Sentries with 5.
I think he's going to go up to 3 or 4. 3. Definitely won't be stopping at 2. If he's grabbing a couple more gateways, so he's looking to power up a little bit more before going out. But so let's see here. No, he's just going to go. He kills that pylon. He's starting the warp prison.
He's taking a page out. He's trying to take a page out of Dude's space. Yeah. And so far,
so these probes are These Zerglings are gonna see this. So it knows. Truage knows it's coming. He's got his Hydros coming now. I think he's much better prepared to hold this than he was in the first game where he went Roach Hydra against this Immortal Sentry push.
Well, actually, Truex doesn't know if it's a third base or if it's the actual move out. He just saw everything posturing down near the third base, so he could be trying to secure his third base.
I
He
don't
doesn't.
know.
He needs to get confirmation of that third base that it's not
Yeah,
there.
but she's got the Overlord in position to move in. But personally, after if I have some Zerglings and I see Immortals, a relatively large amount of sentries, and a bunch of Stalkers, I'm thinking he's going to attack. He's not going to just sit there with those.
Yeah, that is true. But Truex still
This
hasn't seen
third
any
base
supply block.
really ready. Oh, but the supply block. Yeah.
Yeah, that supply block is real. That's a real great force fields there from Purge.
Yeah, perfect
Absolutely.
distance. Even with the range upgrade, those Hydralisks aren't hitting anything at that distance. But
now
he seems
Purge,
to be really.
Purge, I don't like this from Purge moving in with the Immortal in the front. He should have just backed up, force field kill off part of the army, and then just back up. I don't like this. He should kill off this front half and then back off. But supplies are getting close.
Immortal is so dead.
Yeah, both Immortals do go down. Oh, there's no mothership. The Mothership Core is not with this army. The Mothership Core would have been huge. Time warping the Zerg army here would have been really nice.
Again, we come to a scenario of Purge not properly utilizing the Warp Prism.
Or the Mothership Core. Or so.
Yeah, I meant Mothership Core, yeah.
I gotcha. And with that, Truex secures his place.
Truage will advance to play Ninkazi, and so yeah.